Alright, we are back for LUTI, a Splatoon League. This is DivX, the top div. We have Rose. Playing for them this time will be Ellis, Samikato, Marcel, and Ellis. Yes, two of them are subs. And for Starburst will be Brand, King Julian, aka Biscuit, Toadsicle, aka Ant, and Ice. So yes, a sub as well. It's LUTI, it be like that. This is a best of 9 on all modes. And first up is Reef. So let's get into it. Alright, I'm actually pretty interested in comps here. I think this map is fairly neutral, and it's also the only good map in this game that isn't Pit, so... Alright, this Charger Squeezer, double armor. Seeing another double armor V-Jet comp. Fairly interesting here. Marcel setting up directly on the main route. Ellis trying to paint underneath for free. Sam putting pressure on the left side. Both teams simply exchanging the first armor. Kai at least takes a little bit of a position, but gets forced off. This is actually pretty bad. Starburst now has more control of the bridge. They're using second armor. Both teams once again waiting through the armor. Biscuit stalling with wall. Brand comes in to save him. Kai very nearly dies, but doesn't. Starburst slowly winning over the positions here, even with no deaths right now. Rose has no ground to fight on. Kai is stuck by themselves and completely known by Biscuit. Unfortunately, no one there to really help Biscuit, so Kai's gonna live. Sam bubbling from the right against 3 people. Unfortunately, bubbles are really good, so they'll put a lot of pressure, but there they go down. Ellis manages to trade it. Biscuit finds a kill on Marcel, though, and on to Kai. So we end up having control go to Starburst. Played a lot better for the positions in the map, even though nobody was dying. Starburst overall held their ground, while Rose slowly lost it. Desperate play just didn't end up working out. We do see a fairly big split coming in, with Kai coming from the right, Sam from the left, and Marcel and Ellis in the middle. Sam's opting to rotate to go with their team now. I think we're doing 4-person going to bridge. Where is Ice? Oh, Ice is in the corner, okay. Hey, Biscuit trying to hold bridge by himself. He has a K-52, so he can do that. There's the Booyah coming out. Probably just going to eat the bubbles. Sam is screwed. Ellis is alone. Gal's just gonna play it slow. There comes the second Gal. It's a pick. Zone's almost split, but it doesn't happen. Marcel finds a collateral and kills Ice. Okay. That should have very much gone in Starburst's favor, but it didn't end up working out. It'd be like that sometimes. Brand goes down, though. Sam setting up on the right side. Rose still does not have a lot of map control. Marcel's not going to be able to hold bridge against that 52. They're getting forced out of position. Ellis trying to help him out. Kai setting up there. Still not where I'd want the Charger to be. The Charger is going to put no presence from that spot. They need to get Marcel into a better position. Missiles come out, armor come out. Ice going underneath, taking some pressure. Kai goes down, Ellis goes down. Sam is stuck in a bubble combo. Will not work out there. A little bit of a waste. I would have rather them not use the third bubble, so they did lose their whole special. But the main thing holding there is the Charger was not able to get set up. The Charger was so far back that they basically were irrelevant to the team fight. That's unfortunately how it be sometimes. Brand wants help to push onto Sam. Doesn't get it. Does still manage to push Sam out, and Sam will jump out, so that's a bit of space. Ice putting pressure on Marcel. Both the front line and support coming from the left side. That's going to be a little awkward against the double Gal. Still very possible. Ant manages to go down, and Biscuit should be able to get out of there. Nope, does get cleaned by the Squeezer. And that's going to be control flipping once again to the side of Starburst. I mean, to the side of Rose. I can't speed. Ice goes down. Still, once again, 4 players up. Rose does not have the bridge, and Ant will just walk through and shoot the Charger with an armor. Another player goes down on the right side. Sam tries the bubble combo, but once again, the whole team's kind of dead. Sam kind of needs to get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Alright, they do live, thank God, because that would have been a huge stagger if they didn't. Penalty getting very low. Brand set up on bridge with Biscuit, with Ice painting around the sides. Ant holding the bottom left for now. Sam trying to clear a little bit of it. Does successfully move Ant back a bit. Get some form of map. Armor, other specials come out to the bridge. Booyah is just going to be held. No reason to use it now. Just using it to wait out the armor. Very smart. Ice pinning the Tri-Slosher. Going to get a pick on him. Ellis going to bridge against both Gals. Sam getting triple teamed on the bottom. Starburst, very methodical. You can see their fight. They're just picking one person at a time. Like, they just 2v1 one guy, 3v1 the guy down there. They constantly try to pick 4v1s, 3v1s, 2v1s, and that ended up working out pretty well for them. They do get picked off a bit after, but still really smart. Sam goes down. Brand is trying to hold. Unfortunately, doesn't work. Could have almost held that. Ice was almost back. But still, Bridge in control for Starburst right now. Marcel trying to get it, but just not going to do anything against that Gal. Ellis goes down, trying to contest him. And that's going to be Starburst getting map control once more. Kai is absolutely stuck, needs to get out of there. Somehow, oh no, I thought they were going to kill Biscuit, they don't. Charger in the corner, that is loss of the bomb rush. They have nothing but armor, they've lost a ton of map control. Rose is absolutely pinned here. They need a hero play. Sam's going to try to sneak around. It doesn't look like Starburst notices, but it shouldn't be hard for them to see, and there they are, 4v1. And now they simply have to play the 4v3 to win the game. Marcel goes down, Kai is stuck, Ellis trades, and that's going to be the match. That game was just entirely decided by positioning, and Starburst, like, even when Rose did not go down, Starburst did not give them Bridge, like, once the entire goddamn match. And Rose did not put much effort to getting Bridge, which just, I'm not quite sure, because they have Charger, so it's, like, odd. I think they just really should have played for Bridge way more. They did not get any real position set up there. That's gonna be 1-0 to Starburst. Alright. Rainmaker Humpback, Starburst always runs pretty annoying comps here. When I scrim them, they tend to play a lot more defensively than most teams do. They did that well in a Riptide with the Silver Arrow. I don't know if we'll see the Silver Arrow, but I expect a rather defensive comp here. We'll see what we get, though. We will see what we get. We could also see comp changes. I could see Marcel doing either of the Jet Squelchers. I could see Ice going to Custom Jet. I could see Ant switching around. Biscuit could switch. Bran will probably stay Try. I think staying Try is fine here. I expect Kai to stay Try. Maybe both of them could do the Nuvo kit, but probably still the same main weapon here. We could see the Silver Arrow Spray. I would like to see the Silver Arrow Spray. I would very much like to see the Silver Arrow Spray from my boy Ant, but we'll see what he does. That's up to him, not to me. As long as he get the W, that's the only thing that matters. Sam and Marcel are both playing with Rose for LUTI, and Biscuit's playing with Starburst for LUTI. That's all I know. This is such an Aerospray moment. It could be. We'll see, though. Alright, Rainmaker Humpback, Starburst up by 1. I'm very interested to see what comps we're going to see here. As per usual, Starburst does go with the Silver Aerospray Rapid Jet. Like I said, very defensive, annoying comp. Marcel going to end up sticking with that Charger. We see a Soda instead of a Try, which I didn't expect, but Burst Rush still very good here, so I like the comps on both sides. We'll see if Rose can manage to deal with the signature Silver Aerospray defensive Rainmaker Humpback playstyle we've seen from Starburst. Hurling Rush going to be opening up. None of Rose is taking any of mid control. They're just completely giving it up. So Starburst can be instantly taking the middle of the map absolutely for free. Kai is still in there. He's getting painted for, which is nice. Marcel and Sam still a little bit clumped together. I would like to see them split up. I would like to see the right side of the map get taken. Ellis goes down. Still very clumped here. The second Curling Rush coming out. That's going to completely force Kai out of this trench. Sam jumps out as well. And that's going to be the position set up for Starburst. Two of them do go down, though. Not quite sure what happened there. They're going to be holding, though. We do see the Burst Rush come out. Pressuring Bran and Biscuit back. Bran trying to push a little bit aggressively here. Might find the Zap, doesn't, but Biscuit helping him out there. Sam putting a good bit of pressure to back up that Rapid. Ellis and Kai paired together. Sam helping out. That'll be Ant going down. Ice is on the left side, putting a bit of pressure, does force the Bubble Blower before jumping out. That is a huge special to get rid of early, so that actually still is going to work out pretty well. Main thing they're going to have here is a Suction Launcher and maybe Burst Launcher. We're not going to really see anything else, though. And Starburst is just so going to have such an easy time stalling this with their comp. It's going to be really hard to go that way. Personally, I would just go around the left side. I think it's a little bit easier than going right. I think going right against a comp like this Suicide. The Rainmaker is either dead or stuck. Okay, they get out of there barely. But that's going to put him in Do Not Retreat. Ellis basically has to move forward. Marcel's down. Biscuit is going to go kill the Rainmaker. And Sam is stuck on the side trying to hold on for dear life. Ice will be making him get out of there. And grabbing the Rainmaker, they're going to go around this left side. They already have the armor, the Curling Launcher, and they're going to have the free bomb for it. So they're going to have a ton of specials. Biscuit, once again, gets in a little bit too easily, from my opinion. Marcel's absolutely stuck. Bubbles from Sam comes out in time to at least stop the Rainmaker from going further for now. Curling launcher set to pop it. But Ellis holds it down. Sam goes in, not able to find anything. Kai drops on the Rapid, which is really bad. Does get picked. Bran in this corner, probably going to die. Does, in fact, die. Ellis stuck on the gallows. Going to have to take this fight with Biscuit, but he will not win it there. And Starburst is maintaining their positions in mid. I think that Rose really needs to get something established in mid. They only had one real push where they got people set up. Like, everyone is backed up on this left side waiting for something to happen. But Starburst just isn't giving them anything. Biscuit does go down, though. Bubble's being pushed in mid. Kai takes the left side. Bubble for the arrow spray doesn't end up working. Kai should be helping with this kill. Does happen. Rose sets up right now. Blaster and 52 backed up. Ice playing safe. Mid was taken. Only used the bubble and the armor. Not bad. Burst rush and suction rush both ready here. Biscuit goes down. Sam set up on that crossfire, super smart, gets the pick on the ice. That curling launcher is going to buy free time, though. Or not, Ellis runs through it. The Rainmaker almost gets the lead before going down. Sam managing to find the arrow spray. Unfortunately, Marcel kind of stuck on the outside here, not able to get it. Unlucky. Still, that Rainmaker went a lot further than I thought it would be. Marcel now set up on a very nice angle here, going to be putting up quite a bit of pressure. Bran in the corner, but the missile's going to be helping him out quite substantially. And Starburst is a little bit staggered here, coming into middle. Ice and Ant drop. This is what I wanted to see from Rose, setting up a little bit of pressure. They're already crossfiring. They're already putting way more presence into mid, and the Rainmaker isn't even popped yet. If they manage to get that curling rush, it's going to go in their favor. Rose not able to get it just yet. Does pop it, but Kai is already down. Bomb rush comes out. We have a trade with the Aerospray and Soda. Not what you want to see if you're Rose. Sam does go down, trying to get off the bubbles, and Ellis is stuck behind mid with the bucket. Both of them playing a bit slow. Marcel manages to get a snipe on Bran, though. Set up pretty well. Should be pushing into mid. There we go. However, King Julian with the triple kill. He wants the quad. He's chasing it. Is he going to get it? He gets it. 52 moment. He walks forward into the base. He has Booyah. He's killed the whole team. Sam is absolutely screwed. Trying to pick the Rainmaker. Bran is on the rail. Kai is smartly going to take that from him. At least lose a little bit of positions. But that's not going to be enough here because they're going to have to kill the Rainmaker. And Ant's just going to be able to run it back. Booyah comes out to eat any bombs that might be thrown at the Rainmaker there. Uses it. Ellis manages to get the kill, but he's going to go down. Kai goes down. And it's just Marcel. Just being bullied away from the Rainmaker. Biscuit will grab it. Definitely a bit more close. Still a good bit of the same issues, though, I think, as the Reef game. That opening was very slow. Starburst is a team, like, oftentimes I'll see teams, like, even at higher levels play where they just kind of set up and wait for the other team to make a mistake. But they have so little control of mid and so little specials that Starburst will just set up, not give them anything, and then they'll be fine. You put an auto-spectator? Nightbot, thanks for covering for me. I want overhead for this, so I'm not going to do spec POV. I like watching an overhead. I want to be able to see everything. I'm looking at team POV. We can all thank Nightbot for answering everyone's burning questions before I ever could. Is a real one. I do think Rose's push went pretty well. When Marcel was able to get set up on the left side, it put a bit of pressure, which was pretty useful. Bit better at retaking mid on that map. Then again, everything is in mid, so Humpback's a little bit easier to kind of run into mid compared to something like Reef, because Reef, there's actual alternate movement options, so things are a bit more varied, whereas Humpback, everyone's going to go to mid. Shocking. Albacore is going to be different, though. It's still going to be a bit split up. It's going to be a bit long-range favor, which does... Well, it would worry me with normal Rose. I think normal Rose would struggle here, but they have Firefin and Squeezer, so I actually think this map should be pretty good for them. So we'll see what happens. I'm actually pretty interested to see what we see here. Here we go. Alright, Clan Blitz, Albacore, Game 3. Rose needs something. Seeing the Armor Rapid Squeezer come out. Is that a V-Squeezer? Please tell me it is. No. Oh well. Ball Squeezer, V-Jet, Rapid, pretty standard stuff. Would have been funny though, it would have been funny. V-Bucket coming out here from Kai. Bit interesting. Rose actually getting set up in mid this time. Nice. Like to see it. Sam crossfiring on the left, putting a bit of pressure, but Rapid Pro is going to just bully the Squeezer a little bit more. See Ice crossfiring here, using a bit of cover. Kai is juking around. That is hilarious. Do you see the armor come out of the fight? Mostly focused on this left side. Brand trying to take a position, but Sam actually denies it. Very good play from Sam there. Brand being said would be pretty bad for Rose, not gonna lie. Kai goes down though, and Rose is gonna be backed up pretty far. Missiles on Marcel, don't get the kill. Ellis's position is known, gonna be a little bit hard to hold it. Ops to back up, he is pretty close to that armor. Bubbles are gonna guarantee a score, but does go down actually. And Starburst does not have a lot of clams for this, so it's gonna be a little bit difficult for them to push up. Biscuit sharking in the bubbles, gets a clam in, not able to get a pick though. Brand goes down. Ice really needs to be backed out of mid. No one's really moving him super far. We do get a bit of pressure. I'd like someone to get on this top left side. I want Rose to set up a little bit more. They're kind of all sitting in the same spot. Please set up. Okay, Ellis goes down. Rose still very stuck on this left side, and we're going to see Ant get on the crossfire angle. Ice does get bubbled, though. Very clutch pick from Sam. Going to keep them alive in this, and also potentially deny the football. Biscuit cleaning up here for Brand. Not able to get the football. Does go down. Sam continues to be getting picks on this side. Does have to be careful with the blaster. Ice helping out. Sam's going to get a little bit pinned. Finally, Starburst is able to get him. That took quite a while, though, so that's still a good bit of pressure played. Kai set up on the left side. Has to jump out. Ellis holding Marcel, trying to get on an angle to pressure Ice, who's going to get out of there safely. Bubbles coming out from Ant. Sam is absolutely screwed, dropping in mid like that. However, Ant does get sniped by Marcel. Ellis drops into the left side. Both members of Starburst first on the right. Missiles used. Does move them here. We could see Ice getting picked off. We do see the pick on Ice. Sam is setting up on the left side. Let's go. We're playing Albacore. And now Rose actually has space. Pushing on the right side. Ellis does get picked, though. Does lose that fight. A bit unfortunate. Marcel and Sam still have an angle to try to hold, but Ant gets behind them, and that's going to ruin that. Good setup from Sam on the left side, but unfortunately happened to get picked off first. Could have been a very good push, but it just didn't end up happening this time. And Starburst setup. Ice already has the annoying V-Jet position set up. Missiles are going to be able to be on all four players. Booyah is going to be ready to displace. Going to be used on Marcel. Doesn't quite reach, though. Puts a little bit of pressure, but probably not as much value as he'd want. Starburst still very stuck in mid. It's Albacore Hotel. Brand backing up a little bit. Kai trying to push this, but unfortunately not going to happen against a Rapid Blaster. Ice still holding this side, so Rose is still very cramped. Here come the bubble combo. Marcel hides behind the wall, doesn't save his life. He dies in the skybox. Unfortunate. And the clams are going to be scored. That's all the points, except for Biscuit, who's going to try to extend it a little bit longer. Also gets a pick onto Ellis. Throw your clam in. Biscuit score. Yay, let's go, Biscuit. He doesn't forget. He knows. And Ice is still holding this side of the map. Approximately 9 years later, Ice finally dies on the side. Just held that position for the entire push. Crazy. Sam in a very unfortunate position. Brand is out of ink, though. Still gets the pick. Clutch direct there. Very nice. I like to see that. Brand and setup. Rose is split up pretty far here. Should be taking this left side. Ellis is getting it, but no one else is quite there with him. And that's going to be bad once Ice sets up. Sam puts some pressure on him, though. Sam clears the left side a little bit. Bubbles from Ant into mid on Ellis. Ellis is just absolutely screwed. Kai tries to make something happen, does get one. And Marcel trying to put pressure. Unfortunately, they have the armor, so they're just going to back out of there. They do have the football for the overtime, but there's so much map control. Biscuit opts to jump out. Completely fair play. Biscuit's going to push this zap. No armor going to be happening now with Ellis dead. Marcel goes down. Kai is absolutely stuck. Does manage to get the pick. Sam winning the squeezer ditto. And it's Sam and Kai being able to get a little bit of position, but they have so little time, the Jet's going to screw over the bucket because he's playing on the grates. Ellis is trying to push forward here. You're going to have to go. There's no time. Here come the bubbles. The ball gets picked. Marcel, you got to grab it. No time left, and they do get picked off. Unfortunate. Positions were just not played very well there from Rose. Sam did manage to set up on the left one time, but that was really only one time they actually got that area of the map. Whereas every time Starburst pushed, they got that side. Every single time. They got Ice up there, or they got Bran over there. They actively played to get those positions, and Rose was not able to do the same. Unfortunate. So now it's Marcel and Rose. Marcel is subbing for them, so is Sam, and Biscuit is subbing for Starburst. It's LUTI rosters, so it's a little bit different. Toe Tickle is Ant. Yep, thank you. Alright, Mako Mart. This is zones, so this is back to the mode that Rose likes to play on, so I think it'll be a little bit better for them. They got a lot of zones fans. So Mako Mart, which should be pretty good for the try. I think Firefin's still pretty nice here. Squeezer's pretty solid here. Bubbles are good here. If there's any stage for Rose to get some form of momentum and bring this back, this is it. I think this is where they need to get a win, or it's going to be really rough. Not impossible, but I personally do not see a reverse sweep happening. Could be wrong. I think if they want to have the best chance, this game is a big one for momentum, and they really need to win it here. Losing on zones twice will not feel great. So let's see what they can do. I think Rose will have try. Maybe try and do, though, maybe. Undercover from Ant. Let's go. Ant's just the best. Let's go. We do see the try double armor coming out from both teams once again. Undercover is going to be a little slow to get first armor. Currently, the try is actually beating it. That might change, though. Still, though, first armor easily going to be on the side of Rose. Starburst kind of gives it those positions, but Sam gets picked off. I didn't quite see what killed him. Might be. Bad caster moment. Kai is going in. Unfortunately, there's like every player on Starburst in that position, and Bran gets one. Armor comes out. Kai retaliates a little bit in this corner, trying to get the pick. Unfortunately, Bran will get it. And Starburst will set up here. The torpedoes could be a little bit useful, deny a bit of sharking. I like it on this stage, so I think it's a good pick. No Booyah to block, but it can still paint over fairly well. It's pretty nice to be able to paint as a support against a Charger. For Thunder Shield, I think is actually pretty helpful. The Charger can put a bit of pressure at times. Booyah comes out early. Biscuit once again just gonna be holding Booyah. Gonna be just burning time off the clock. He doesn't have to throw this yet. He's gonna wait. Throw it to the top of the zone, deny Ellis and Kai. Sam is picked off once again. Marcel trying to patrol the right stack, but Starburst just simply does not care about the right stack. They're playing on the left side of the map. They're just going to let Marcel control it. You can have that stack. Who cares? And a nice painting here. Ice gets a pick. Zone contest can happen. Bomb rush happens. Kai needs to paint, but does not contest it long enough for the bomb rush to come out there. And that game was fast in Starburst's favor. Very quick. Really good counterplay against Charger, though. They saw Marcel went on that far side, and they just played the left side of the map. Just Booyah used a bunch of stuff to be able to set up there. Kyo Lover 69 says Rose needs Kyo to stand a chance. Of course, Kyo Lover 69 would say this. 4-0 for Starburst. What is the Game 5 map? What can we maybe see? What's the game breaker? TC Sturgeon. This one's still pretty good for Rose, I think. I think this is still a pretty nice map for them, so we could definitely see it happen here. Come on, Rose. I want to see y'all get a game. Let's see it. Yeah, Starburst today is playing very, very well, though, I will say. Their positioning is just on point, and that's so goddamn important in Splatoon 2 for the Nintendo Switch. So, I mean, they're just playing really fucking smart. We really like to see it. Guessing double K52? I don't think we'll see double K52. I don't think Rose would do that. I don't think Rose would do double K52. At least not with this lineup. I don't really see who would be the second K52 player. Like, I guess maybe Kai could play it, but I don't know who would be the second one. Let's see it. And what's Ant posting out? Ant, I want you to play. I want to see the Kunder again. I like watching Kunder. I'm biased. I want to see Ant do the Kunder. I doubt he's listening to me. But if he does Kunder, I'll be a very, very happy person. Either way, game 5. Starburst versus Rose. Let's see it. Here we go. Yeah, let's go, Ant. Ant's just the best. I said this last time, I'll say it again. Look at it. The Chad Kunder pick. I hope this weapon's good in 3, I swear, Undercover's so fun. Alright, Rose setting up in mid a little bit faster. Ice opting to go for the early missiles to push here. Biscuit does play off them, getting the pick on Ellis. Marcel goes down to the missiles, very unfortunate. Kai getting stuck and teamed up there. It's just Sam. Sam needs to get out of there. Biscuit wants that goddamn top right. Immediately pops up with the Booyah. Little bit early of a special, but does still get top right. Does still work out. Ice setup on the spinner. Starburst already has the key positions all the way up to the second checkpoint locked down. Armor comes out, but nothing really happens with it. Kai drops in, but he's the only one there. Someone on his team needs to help him if they want to go for this play. It doesn't end up happening. The bomb, unfortunately, will pick Ant, though. Ice has to go on tower. Gal versus Bubble, unfortunate, just not winnable. Bran trying to go for the squeezer. Bubble Blower, just again being the special that exists. Nice stuff there, and Rose will clean it up. Clutch Bubble Blower coming out from Samikato. I want to see mid being taken. We got to put some pressure on this Gal and Kunder. That's going to be 2 shields to break through. We got to start getting positions from him. That Gal has Booyah once again, denies the try and zap combo, takes the position from them. Ant with support from the shield does get broken, unfortunately goes down, but Kai trades out. Marcel managing to get a pick onto Ice, though, and onto Bran, I believe. Does get dived by Biscuit, but still worth it, still worth it. And there's the clean onto Biscuit. Biscuit backed into the bubble. Yeah, that was funny. It was like, well, I'm dead. Sam set up on the right with bubbles. There's no one really looking at Snipe. There we go. Marcel putting a little bit of pressure on Snipe is what we like to see. Getting a little bit aggressive here. Sam takes this top right. Can't be too greedy, though. Does hold the position down. Bran is behind them and is just not being taken care of. Someone needs to get Bran, please. Someone. There's a Bran on the loose. Alright, they get the checkpoint. Bran is still alive. Still absolutely ruining any way to push in other than from the right side. Starburst will maintain their positions here. Kai ready to go to spinner. Kunder's gonna know where he is very easily, of course, because Torpedo. Torpedo also eats the splat bomb. Nice, good job, Torpedo. Kai set up here. Kunder putting a lot of pressure with the double torp. Good stuff. Backs him up. Rose is maintaining mid. They will get the special advantage from the tower, so they're still holding advantage state. Starburst is the team that still needs to do something here. Unfortunately, missiles will kill Sam, though. And Kai goes down. That was actually a really good hold from Rose, but it just happened to crumble to missiles. Ellis manages to secure trade. Marcel putting a bit of pressure, making sure they hold down court for their team, which is good. Bran is ready to move once again. Does get picked off though. Marcel recognizes it, gets the kill onto it. Ant forced into the corner here, being pushed out. Another great Booyah. Every time Biscuit Booyahs, it has been on the try and the zap to deny them space. And every single time it has been effective. There has not been, like, a single wasted Booyah from this man. Ice holds this position. Gonna be backed off a little bit, unfortunately. But Biscuit coming in to help with the supportive missiles from Ice. Biscuit gets the picks. We are in spawn. Bran is also up here. Bran and Biscuit are just having a fun time right now. Biscuit goes down. Bran trying to back up. Gets the pick on the try, and that's the game. Starburst paint so much more. They not only paint more, they play for positions. Like, Starburst holds forever because they know exactly where they need to be. And they get there. That's why they're holding better every single time. The Starburst is actually playing positions. I can watch back, like, every single game, and